My Faceless Void is definitely on the menu. It's good versus Tusk. It's okay versus Grim, but it obviously has super high synergy with Snapfire and Invoker.
Yeah, it would be way too good. That's a huge oversight if they give that one up. It's nice that Faceless Void is pickable again. I think he's at the place where he's not too awful now, and he's not broken. It's hard to have a middle ground for a hero.
I would say he's definitely above average for the carries. I think he's above average for reasons not really due to his strength, but just this is a hero that has a massive AoE teamfight spell, and that's really hard to come by from any role, but also from your carry. Like it's when he is Monkey King Void Spectre. Like what else do you have really that has big team fights? So.
And something that combos well with everything else so well. I really hope they ban that one out, but I'll start thinking of talking about other things. They get rid of the TA, they get rid of the Juggernaut. Dude, they're just respect banning the Centaur. Oh my! I mean, it makes sense, but
yeah, he did play a really good Centaur. I will say, Divine Llama was definitely the standout of D2 Hustlers in Game 1. He had some really nice stomps, like consistent 2-3-man stomps in basically every team fight.
Yeah, I mean, D2 Hustlers lost, but Divine Llama won.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Well, not exactly.
He still lost, Neff. I think he still lost. Yeah.
Come on.
10 seconds remain.
Big Divine Llama fan here.
He disconnects from the game before they lose. He pretends he won.
Yeah. Wasn't for that damn team of mine. Bans out the Ancient Emperor. That's got to mean they're picking up Morphling, right?
It could be Morphling. It is a weird AA ban if you're not going to pick up Morphling. Okay. Prophet's another good one. Yeah. See why. They banned out the PA and the Juggernaut. I mean, the PA, the stand-in. I don't know the stand-in's name. I'm doing a poor job, but
Ego.
Elmo.
Ego, yes, Ego.
He used to be Elmo, played for Hellraisers, and now he's rebranded to Ego.
Hellraisers. That was an interesting team.
5.
It was an interesting team. But yeah, a really standout performance on PA. Obviously, P1's Puck as well, but it's a good ban out by them, I think.
I forgot Hellraisers even was a thing that happened until you mentioned it just now. Yeah, all right. That's a classic 1437 hero.
This is like his favorite hero to play if he can.
It's a great matchup versus Tusk and a pretty good matchup versus DP as well. They're still setting up for the Faceless Void too. They have so many spells that will have high synergy with this.
I was going to mention that still. It's like it's not bad into the DP. I mean, the silence is an issue, but if you get the jump in this game with the Faceless Void, like I don't know how you can turn a fight here on PSG.
Yeah. It's nice too because oftentimes when you've committed both your supports like this on the set of Pecado squad, it's really hard to find save. So if D2 Hustlers pick up a really hard lockdown spell where they can drop all their nukes and really fully explode someone, it's not so easy for Pecado to get saves. They obviously have the Tusk, but I would say that's kind of unreliable. He needs a blink. Even with a blink, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong.
Now, this is Duffy going to be playing the Death Prophet P1 on the Void Spirit mid. So you do kind of see the full lane, right? Death Prophet, Tusk in the off lane. So they do have last pick once again for their safe lane, or at least not last pick, but you see the full matchup at least. But Pecado Squad have the 24th pick, so they're going to feel pretty happy getting the carry matchup.
5 seconds.
It's an interesting Mars pick. It's definitely what they needed, right? Big circle spell, lots of lockdown for the Snapfire, for the Invoker, for the Mirana even. So I do really like the Mars pick. It'll be interesting what they want for carry now, because once you already have the Mars, the Faceless Void kind of goes down in value, right? You might want something more single target or frontliney, because they don't really have anyone that will actually stand there and eat a bunch of damage.
They could take the Troll as a deny pick.
I still think that Faceless Void is really good, and they're just letting it through. I don't know, man.
No, I think Void could be good, but I think when you pick this Mars like this, if you pick Faceless Void, you really want an offlaner that wants to be more kind of the stand in front, tank everything, so that the Void can find a good chrono. But if you pick Void here, right, you have Mars and Void who both kind of want someone else to go in first, and kind of in a weird scenario. I was thinking that
Wraith King
would really, Wraith King, exactly. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
It's pretty good versus DP too, right? The skeletons in lane and stuff. So yeah, Wraith King was my idea for D2 Hustlers.
So what do D2 Hustlers need to ban here then? Because you want to make sure your Mars doesn't get shoved out of lane. Troll is one of those heroes that comes to mind as being a very difficult hero to deal with.
The bans kind of overlap. I would say Troll is kind of just a weak hero in general. They do ban it out, so you're right, absolutely.
I think it's mainly just they want Mars to have a good matchup, right? It is one of those lanes that's so annoying. And there's the Faces Void ban.
There's the Faces Void, yeah.
It took him long enough.
Dude, you guys, we're so on it right now.
Yeah. Put us in charge of everything.
Yeah, we just hit all
Put us in charge of every region of the DPC.
Instant pick Lifestealer. That's a great pick too. That should have been a ban. I feel like I much would have rather played against Troll
over the Lifestealer.
Yeah, I was gonna mention something about the Troll. It is a really strong laner, but it doesn't offer a lot in the game. Like when Mars hits 6, right? You still have to leave as Troll. You can't really stand there and play in this Mars's face because he will just arena combo you and you're either gonna die or nearly die and have to leave anyway. But you have this hero like Lifestealer. It's actually really difficult for the Mars to ever kind of boot this Lifestealer out of this area.
Yeah, I like the Lifestealer. I'm concerned again. Not as concerned as I was last game, but damage blowing up this Wraith King blowing up this Mars. I think they're in a bit better of a spot they were last game. Pecado managed to cinch that one out. So game number 2, I'm going with them again. Pecado squad. Let's go. Sammy, are you a fan now? Has P1 won you over?
I think the drafts are actually very evenly matched. I might slightly favor Pecado. This Lifestealer pick is really good.
Man.
Should have been banned. So I'll go Pecado on this one. I believe. Ego played so well. I can't not believe in this dude. He played really well. So
yeah. Ricky, what do you got?
I mean, maybe I'm biased to Papatuti's Invoker. It is one of those heroes that he is just very skilled on. But yeah, I am also worried about this Lifestealer. I'm going to give it to D2 Hustlers, though. I think you have 1437 on Mirana and Papatuti on Invoker. I think these guys are just going to make it happen.
Prepare yourself.
It'll be interesting to see. All right, Papatu is committed for the Exort, it looks like. I was going to see. Because I was thinking maybe he could go Quaswex, but it's a weird game for it. I like that he's going for the Exort.
Yeah, I agree. I was kind of leaning towards Exort myself. I think they can definitely punish these side lanes with the amount of stuns that they have, especially if you have a single arrow, right, into a Sunstrike. They can pick off these heroes like Death Prophet or even a Lifestealer.
Ooh, 1437. Let's go, boys. Get in there.
Sleep 1.
Oh, they get okay. Yeah, you're not going to be able to kill him there. He's got 3 leap charges, but forcing leap level 1, that feels really good. Your game's just actually kind of griefed now, huh?
It's sort of grief, but you have to play the lane differently, right? Normally, you kind of just play the lane straight up, look to arrow the large, but in this case, when you skill leap, he's probably going to play like a melee 4 and try to drag the wave, and then get level 2 that way.
Or click the enemy hero.
Which isn't that bad. It's not like some unsalvageable thing, because when you have leap like this, you're actually pretty good at dragging the wave and not getting messed with.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think this is one of the scenarios where it's just better to die?
Probably not. No.
Hey, listen, I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, it's the nicest way possible.
Yeah, Dota's weird like that. Sometimes it's just better to die than like grab a really bad skill at level 1.
Fight me.
It used to be the case on like Monkey King. Like you could survive if you got Tree Dance or something like that, but you wouldn't have your passive to zone the enemies from the lane.
Yep. We'll see how 1437 decides to play it. He might just choose to play lane straight up because he has a build for it, right? He has a Wraith ban. He really wants to kind of just click people.
So, it's something pretty funny. Chat said. So you later, Ricky.
What is it?
Something garage sale.
Oh, no worries.
You look like a Selden lawyer with the bolo tie. Does look quite nice on you.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, real classy guy from Texas.
Only the classiest. Ooh. All right, nice.
Other sentry down. All right.
Oh man, that feels pretty bad. I guess having to buy those 2 sentries that fast, but at least getting the hard camp block is going to be able to slow down 1437's Mirana.
Well, he didn't have arrow anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but he'd get there eventually.
Yeah.
The lane is in a really good spot for Divine Llama, though. If you look at how far back he has it already, double range creeps pushing in. Mars is going to get a lot of experience, a lot of free creeps off of this. So the way the lane has been set up already is really positive for D2 Hustlers.
Yeah.
And I would say it's mostly due to the mistakes of Pecado, honestly. But
Oh my god. 3 range creeps under his tower, Divine Llama. Oh, this is the dream.
1437, also baiting out some spells.
Yeah.
He's
gonna
doing
want to.
Yeah, he's just denying the small pull is all he's doing. He's just staying on top of sensibility so he can't get the small camp pull. And as a result, you know, like you guys said, Divine Llama just getting almost level 3 here at the 2-minute mark.
He's actually top of the net worth right now.
is he?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, he's
Oh, he really
9-2.
Yep.
Oh, top lane. They're going in on Yuma. Good
A
cookie.
lot of damage, yeah, but he can't get out of these creeps. He's stuck. That's going to be first blood going to Duffy.
And we're already looking for more.
That's that. Yuma's just dead, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of deserves it. It was a little weird, champ.
Kind of sus is what
Yeah,
the kid is saying, right?
Kind of sus, yeah.
I've heard that term before, yes.
P1 playing very aggressive onto Papa Tootie here. This is one of the nice things about the Invoker nerf. When you're playing against him, your harass actually sticks onto him.
Yeah.
Before, it's just it was ridiculous. It's like not worth hitting the Invoker. He just healed way too much from the Quas, but his HP regen significantly nerfed now, so you have to be a little bit more careful. You're more tanky at max HP, just because you got the points of strength in the Quas after they added an attribute bonus back into the game, even things out. But overall, I'd say he's a little bit weaker of a laner.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still a pretty decent laner, I would say, especially the Exhort Invoker. Quas do actually get a little weak, but Exhort Invoker spamming Forge Spirits and stuff is actually pretty decent at laning.
Yeah.
He's actually going to go deny the bounty rune with the Forge Spirit.
Oh, that's good.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. He's taking a lot of damage for it, though. He's like not... He doesn't have any mana either.
Oh, top lane.
Oh, they managed to take down Q, actually. That is surprising. The 2 points in the little shredder. A lot of damage from this spell.
You get that minus armor too, and now your Wraith King's hitting really hard. Gets that crit going. It's can definitely be a decent chunk of damage.
I actually watched someone max little shredder. They went 114 actually on the Snapfire, and
That's insane.
it worked somehow. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like hard
That
to tell
can't
if it
be
was
good.
if it was better or not. But
Sammy, that's not good, is it?
I mean, probably not, but still.
it's hard to say. Wow, this bottom lane, Divine Llama is doing so well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, I thought the Lifestealer would do really well in this lane, but maybe I'm misjudged, I guess. But Divine Llama is owning. Not
It
exactly
gets
sure
better for Lifestealer at like levels 5 and 6. Once he's level 5 on Lifestealer, you can't really lane against him as the Mars. But
Yeah.
until then, like Divine Llama has no problem farming. A huge dive mid lane. Papa Tootie's gonna go down.
I think they pop Fortify to dive the tower there. Yeah, missed
QQ.
I see a lot of nothing.
1437. Yeah, he's gonna sit here, soak up a little bit of XP and gold as he needs to. He's a lot less farm than he wants to be because he didn't get that first point arrow, but he made Divine Llama's game really good with how he's blocking that small camp pull. Nice spotting that out there, Sammy.
Yeah, good recognition by him.
The prize is mine.
Even though his game isn't ideal for him, because every game where D2 hustlers have popped off, it's been a lot of the time 1437 contributing quite a bit. He's been playing very greedy position 4 support.
QQQ TP to mid to set up. Might look on Papa Tootie. Here it comes.
Going for it again, yeah. He drops the ice wall. In comes a TP from the Snapfire, but it's not in time.
There is
You have to back. Oh, the tip's coming out. All right, you love to see it. They're confident now here on Pecado Squad.
They got their confidence. They know what's up.
Yeah, that's going to be a walk of shame. This guy, no TP, has to walk all the way back to the mid lane. 0 points in Wex.
There's no boots either.
Yeah.
Right? There's a win, but very slow hero.
Yeah.
You got Arcane Rune now on the Void Spirit as well, so he's going to be looking to find another kill on this Invoker once he does come back to lane. It doesn't feel as good as a double damage rune, but you can spam your spells. Let a cure in the world.
It's interesting. This bottom lane is kind of passive. It's because the lifestealer went for a bracer. I thought he would go for an orb or corrosion in this lane and really try to walk the Mars down, but instead choosing to kind of play it more passively. Which, you know, I guess I can respect. It's not the biggest deal. They're tipping Papatootie again. Jungling.
Yeah, he's just jungling. He can't even go mid anymore. He just will die to the Void Spirit.
Yeah, this is not good. This is
the opposite of good. Some would
Not
say.
ideal.
Yeah, for your 8-pick invoker, this is not exactly what you had in mind, right? Oh. Nice, good arrow on the catapult mid from Demon.
Nothing to
Recognizing mid's a bit of disaster. I'm going to do what I can over here. Gets the creeps off the tower as well. Takes a little bit of harass here for it, but I don't think P1 will commit onto this guy. He's got 3 leap charges.
Top lane, Arena goes down. Great snowball save by QQ. And he's out.
He's actually completely out. Wow.
Oh, that was really well played by QQ. Someone should tip him. Instead of tipping the enemy, you gotta tip him.
Yuma
That
is
is
putting
really
a point
bad.
into ultimate there as well, so he's going to juggle slightly slower than you want to. Usually you want to hold this point, but he was certain that he would go down on this Wraith King.
Yeah.
I feel like that's incredibly bad for D2 Hustlers because they just now are leaving lifesteal at a free farm bottom, and you have Wraith King and Mars top, and Wraith King can't go bottom, right? Like,
Wraith King will jungle his way there. It is definitely awkward. The good news is that they at least mitigated the first exorcism, but outside of that, they definitely are playing a small percentage of the map now due to this Mars TP top. It's really difficult for their lineup to kick this Lifestealer out. That was my big worry when I saw this Lifestealer pick, is they don't really have anyone that can actually go kick this dude out. And the Wraith King can maybe do it, but he's going to need Mars with a blank or something to actually make it happen for real. Oh, sensibility mid lane. Oh,
oh, the cookie off the mark. All right, they do manage to get the stun from the arrow. This should be a kill. Yeah, plenty of damage there. Papatootie ends up getting it. That's big.
I think he canceled his auto attack there on 1437, so the vote could get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Signals
This is-
a kill top, though. DD Rune on
this is-
T1.
This is kind of really bad because the one lane that was going well for you was Divine Llamas down the bottom. He rotates top. He finds nothing off of that kill. You find a support, but then you lose Divine Llama, who has gone from having an excellent game to sitting, what, 5th on the net worth now?
yeah.
You've gone from winning one lane to losing every game, lane, like, by at least a small margin. I don't think this was the play.
Do you guys have any new information about P1? He has a fluffy hat in his inventory. Is this just casual? Is this the new meta that I've been missing?
He obviously knows something we don't.
I'm just curious. I'm looking at his inventory. I'm like, that's a little weird. I've never seen a fluffy hat in a Void Spirit's inventory before. That's cool.
He runs the numbers. He knows exactly how much damage the enemy heroes can do to kill him and what he can get out from. He knows he needs his fluffy hat.
I mean, that's very respectable. That's just very interesting. I've never seen it before, so I took note of that one. I was like, dang, I gotta think about that.
It's like when you're laying against a juggernaut and something else. It's like an offlane who you know you need like enough HP to survive the spin or enough movement speed to get away.
Yeah, no, exactly. But, this fluffy, it's so hard to math it out at this point. I don't know.
This guy's 3 dimensions ahead of us, guys. Like, I don't know. We can't question P1 here.
That's true. I mean, he's
Yeah.
owning both games, honestly. So.
Yeah. Man's an upper division player playing in the lower division.
All right, we have a smoke up from D2 Hustlers. They're heading towards bottom, looking for this Lifestealer. So this is a good move. If this succeeds and they actually are able to kick this Lifestealer out, this would be a really big deal for them.
Yeah, and they
Wraith
actually
King-
just were looking for Wraith King top and are now double backing for Papatootie mid. But yeah, the kill on
go
Lifestealer
know
bottom
something's
would
up.
be huge. Oh, he's
He's
out.
just leaving. Oh, he's so smart.
No, he should infest the catapult first. He should infest the catapult and walk in. That's the high skill stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's actually really impactful. This tower won't die very fast if you take this catapult.
Yeah, Moran is gonna come in, just gonna arrow it again.
My thanks will come later.
Let's see, 1437 is already on the case. Let's see. Yeah, he's throwing out the arrow into the catapult. He knows. Someone should have jumped in front of that one.
Think about Ego. He could have brought the catapult from bottom all the way to mid and used it to block the arrow.
Yeah.
That would have been so high IQ, actually. Oh, huge silence. They're going in. Exorcism's there. Mortimer kisses on the backside. They manage to take down Mars, like without getting a single spell off too. Infest into Duffy. He's fine. Yuma losing his first life. Arrow caught by Void Spirit on the backside. Can they bring down the Death Prophet though? That's the question. Great cookie on Ford. They get the kill, but now Ego here on the Lifestealer. They force that Midnight or Moonlight Shadow. They get away with a 2-for-1.
They do lose Wraith King's ultimate at level 1, so it's a pretty long cooldown. Losing Death Prophet doesn't feel good, but I wouldn't say that's an awful trade. It's a nice hold there for D2, so it's keeping the mid tower alive. They might have to deny this one. I imagine someone's just going to run at it pretty quickly after respawning.
Yeah. It's definitely good to get them off your side of the map, right? Now these, Pecado squad has to go kind of reset, go to their side lanes. Lifestealer's walking top, Void Spirit's walking bottom. So definitely a good move by D2 Hustlers here.
Have you guys noticed Papa Tootie's item build this game? Oh, Arena?
Yep. Yeah, Arena.
Oh, the spear silence out. Oh, Divine Llama is not where he wants to be. Snowball gonna keep him some time. Yuma debating on going in, throws out Wraithfire Blast. They will finish off the Tusk, but Divine... Oh, he gets the spear off last second onto the Death Prophet. They might be able to get 2 here. They do. All right. Ends up being worth it in the end.
I really like the build that Yuma's going for. He immediately went for the Armlet to try to be a more active fighting carry, especially against his Lifestealer, because you don't really have a Radiance timing in this type of game. So I really like that he recognized that. He's going for the Armlet. He's going into Deso after that. I'm not entirely sold on the Deso, but definitely good itemization from him so far.
I think they're looking to play faster than Pecado Squad. I mean, right now, Lifestealer, he's working on Mjolnir, so he's gonna, or sorry, Maelstrom. He's gonna have to farm for a pretty long time before he's ready to fight, which is kind of difficult. I can't say that I like it. I think the Lifestealer just needs to try to fight faster right now as well. He's going for Sanjin Yasha next, but
they're smoked up here on PSG. They're gonna run into Divine Llama. Snowball does come out. No Arena available. The silence is in, and that's going to be another pick off here onto the Mars.
Even a god is nothing.
So Mars's game is getting kind of grief now. He's not had a good time. He had an amazing start to his lane. He was sitting at the top of net with Chuck for a little while. Now everything is just kind of ruined for him. His team's doing a lot better for it. His Wraith King is now owning.
Nev, how many times have we watched 1437 surpass Divine Llama in net worth in a game?
It's been, I think it's like every other game.
I was gonna say it's almost 50% of games, right? Where 1437 ends up just becoming the 3 position.
Yeah, it's Dota Darwinism. If you find the farm, you become the core.
No, scan goes out, and they know they're on the tri-camp, so Pecado Squad will smartly back off. They're circling the area too. You can see the Tusk. Drawing the lines.
It's a lot of lines.
They are. I mean, I'm sure they're just saying that this is kind of where they are. They might be in this area, right? And then they're, circling where they might go next down there. So it's good recognition from them, figuring out where they're going to move. Well, it's not where they ended up moving. They're going back mid, but good idea.
Actually smoke up on the backside. That ward almost caught it, but
shadows take us.
Moonlight Shadow as well. They walk into Q. He realizing immediately he is in some trouble. He gets the snowball off just before the Sunstrike. Arrow, what a sick arrow there from 1437. Ends up finding the kill.
Honestly, that's not that bad. Losing the Tusk to
no,
all
not
that.
at all. Yeah. For a dust or for a smoke and the Moonlight Shadow, that's pretty good.
Not too bad.
See if you got any big items.
Pardon me?
P1 has his Yules completed. I was looking for big items, so I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, don't worry.
2 Yules. There's one completed on Duffy as well.
There it is. It's going to be a Deso on the Wraith King soon, too. That'll be a big timing for them. If they want to look towards Roche, that would be what I imagine they want to do, especially with all the minus armor synergy they have with Snapfire and Desolator, all that stuff. Oh, Duffy's going to get caught bottom.
Oh, that's a big one. And again, the gold going the way of Papa Tootie, which he's very happy about.
Couldn't survive long enough to stall that one out. If P1 had gotten there a little bit sooner, he might have been able to turn something. They might find a kill regardless.
Yeah, Divine Llama not gonna be able to get the arena off here. It looks as he's silenced up for the time being, trying to break it. Does get the spear last moment, and he ends up dropping the arena. The arrow and the Sunstrike is, it's just off the mark, but P1 dies anyway. And now Sensibility on the run. One more crit there from Yuma. Ends up being 3.
as I like.
Oh man, that is one hell of a turnaround.
Yeah, just not quite enough damage. They split up there is the issue. If you blew up one hero, I mean, I think P1 made the right call going on for Divine Llama. The Tusk moving away, trying to chase off the support was not the move there.
And that's the Deso now for Yuma.
Lifestealer's keeping in, but
I mean, he can't fight into this Deso Wraith King, right? Like, he just... There's no way.
not right now. Especially the build he's going. He's going back for an S and Y, but he really needs a plate mail in this game. It's a really big deal for him.
Mm-hmm. Now they're getting picked off. I mean, this is more the version of D2 busters that we're used to seeing. 1437, extremely farmed, making plays around the map with the Marana, shutting down, the pushes to the mid lane, throwing out the arrows, taking a more supportive role now on Divine Llama, despite having a pretty good start. Like, he's slowed down, but he's kind of reaped his own game at the cost of like getting Wraith King ahead and getting Invoker back into it, because they were getting stomped by Pecado Squad in the other lanes. I think they made the right moves.
I'm not sure if you guys noticed the skill build on Pandago, but it was also a max little shredder.
Oh come on. It has nothing to do with them winning.
I'm just throwing it out there for anyone.
Little shredder.
From both teams. Well, I got one team's moonlit, but they're kind of avoiding each other.
Yeah.
If Pecado Squad makes the right recognition here, they'll walk into Roche right now. Like with DP ult, Tusk, Knife Stealer, this will die in 30 seconds, and they'll take Roche instantly.
It's hard to say where the enemies are, though.
Well, they ping it out now. They're gonna go for it.
Oh, this is good. Yep. It's a little slow, but I still really like it. You kind of know where they are because you see the skeleton's bottom, you see the Void Spirit's top, so you kind of know that D2 Hustlers are kind of just playing for this bot tier 2.
And Invoker just TP'd. There's no way.
Yep. It's absolutely a free roach. Great call from Pecado Squad.
Sunstrike will scout it, so they do know. But there's...
Oh, they're TPing. They're coming.
Oh, it's too late. It's way too late. Roche is already dead.
And because they TP, they didn't get the tier 2 bottom either. That's a really big deal.
This is...
Pecado Squad.
Yeah, this is like the classic play. Enemies go to take the tier 2 bottom tower. You just go take Roshan when you're playing on Radiant. But they messed that one up. They didn't grab the tier 2 tower, so they don't get shrines. They don't get any extra control of the map. They go into Sid's ability, but they can't even get him. Arena's just wasted.
Arrow will connect onto Grimstroke, but Q, he's in real deep. Can they take down the Mars, though?
Beautiful
he's falling incredibly low? It's going to be Ego. That's going to try and chase him down with the help of P1 on the backside of the fight. 1437, just kind of running away from Duffy, but it's P1 who's going to be the first one to fall. Out of these cores, he's got to be careful. Ego trying to run away, does have the Aegis, but Sensibility he just bought back. Wraithfire Blast in 1. This Grimstroke, there's no chance.
He's just dead. That fight started out awfully for D2 Hustlers.
No way Demon is surviving this, right? He has one more blink. He is. Okay.
He's out.
Yep. That started so bad for D2 Hustlers, but they somehow managed to win that fight anyways. The Arena just whipped it by a little bit of time. I mean, he did end up connecting the arrow there on 1437, but the 3-man silence for the Death Prophet as well. I missed why the fight went so poorly for Pecado. I guess they just don't have damage at this point. You don't have ways to hit people with Lifestealer yet.
They have the damage, but oftentimes the Lifestealer is not in the damage. Or the Lifestealer isn't far enough in the fight to actually provide the damage. You know, Tusk might be rolling in to snowball someone, but the Lifestealer is not infested. If you really want to have the damage for the plays they're trying to go for, it probably means using this Lifestealer as a more effective bomb and really trying to fight with him. Because what's ending up happening is they try to take a fight, they don't have enough damage to clean someone up, the people they're trying to kill run away, and then Lifestealer walks in at the end of the fight. But they really need to be using the Lifestealer to kind of infest bomb with his Void Spirit and Tusk.
He's happy about that.
Damage to make these plays.
Do you see Ego's backpack by chance?
It's got, I mean, it's a very respectable backpack.
He had a third Iron Branch, but now it's going back on the courier.
Yeah, he's had enough of it.
He's like, all right. These twigs are taking up too much of my backpack here. Divine Llama not going to mess up this time. Find Sensibility. He actually didn't want to blow the spear. Okay, never mind.
But
By whose hand? Even my lesser foes are fortified.
Alrighty then.
Divine Llama making me look stupid.
Pecado Squad did drop Exo on the top tower.
He's under attack.
This thing's going to fall very fast, especially with the help of that catapult.
Yeah. both of these towers. The one in the mid
my
is going to go
goodness.
down to tier 2. They have to get back now, though. They don't look like they want to slow down here.
You
On DPC
cannot
Hustlers,
let
and I
this
don't think
Wraith
they
King
have
hit your
to.
tower.
Hustlers are just going.
Yeah.
Divine Llama, he ends up canceling the TP. Whose was that? It was P1's. P1's not in the fight.
Oh, no. He might be trying to grab people on the back line on their way out or something.
No, Divine
He's gonna
Llama
be
went for like a
blocking
blink
the
spear, and he
though.
was like worried it was going to complete, and so he canceled TP.
Hmm. I guess they're just going to back out now, but they got a lot of damage off into that tier 3 tower. I don't think they thought that they would just continue to push like that, but they've got no reason to slow down. They're feeling very strong right now. It's hard to fight in this Wraith King. He's almost got Assault Cross available as well. He's going to have so much minus arm in his team fight. Just going to get shredded.
I mean, they have
Yeah.
Solar Crest and Little Shredder. I like what the play on
Thank
words
you.
there, sir. Yeah, I mean, he gets to the tower, AC, Deso, Little Shredder. That damage onto the tower, it stands no chance. So you can't allow them to like get to the high ground without defending it.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing very tight right now on D2 Hustlers. I don't want to give them a chance to play pick off here with P1. I think that's made P1's game kind of difficult.
Absolutely. It's hard for him to find plays, like you said earlier. He doesn't really have enough damage without the life stealer, so it makes making plays on these really tanky heroes on the side of the map even like, you know, I wouldn't really consider Snapfire. Look at Snapfire. Is there a 5 position? He has 1800 HP at 22 minutes. Only one fluffy hat. You know, it's not so easy to kill. We may see the smoke up. We'll see if it connects. Sensibility does break it.
Allies,
Oh, they're jumping in. Divine Llama silenced up, but they should be able to chop this hero down. No problem at all. Pandago grabs that one.
End here.
you grumstroke.
They're going to go ahead and invade the triangle here. Clean up an ancient stack actually on Yuma, getting him that much further ahead. I mean, the AC obviously completed as we see.
There's 2 big timings coming up for Pecado Squad. They have BKB on Death Prophet, and they have Aghanim Scepter on Void Spirit. This would be, for me, the big timings that I want to see them play around. Because this Aegis is probably going to be expired by the time they fight again.
You have AC being completed on Ego here fairly soon as well. Ego just has like several uncompleted items, right? It's really strange. Like he went for the Sanj. He was like, never mind, not doing Sanj and Yasha. I guess I'm going to go AC now. Like,
He's also got a bracer.
Yeah.
It's kind of there. He's got a branch in his backpack for some reason. It's kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, the Bracer was definitely... goodness.
yeah, it's just another kill there, and Divine Llama blinks forward, executes the courier. Sag.
I like how D2 Hustlers, they got tipped multiple times in both games. They're still being PMA about it. They're just tipping each other. They're not going to tip the enemy back.
Oh, they were handing it to Arkosh the other day, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who wouldn't, right? Like,
Yeah.
Everyone
The
hands it to
Arkosh just rigged it.
They
They were Arkosh was like all chatting him and stuff at the first games. Then I think the D2 Hustlers like, oh, we're out of tips now, but we would tip you more.
we would tip, like, here's some all chat, enjoy.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
you'll set up onto the Mirana. They're just still like too afraid to jump down there, and I don't blame them. Like, you're just gonna get arena'd.
Yeah.
And you got the Aghanim Scepter on Papatuti now, so that is scary. Like, a single stun from any of these heroes into that Cataclysm is a lot of damage. He has the max level Exhort plus the extra free point from the Aghanim Scepter, so that Sunstrike now doing over what? I don't think it shows the extra point, but that scales what, 60
No,
damage roughly.
If you, it does
600 pure damage almost.
559 right now. If you hold Alt, it'll show the like magic amp damage.
Well, that's the magic amp, but it doesn't include the extra level of exhort he gets from having Aghanims.
Oh, does it not?
I don't
They
think it
completed
does.
Assault Cross and they smoke up. Looks like they're about to fight into them, but this isn't a good position to take the fight.
Oh, sensibility! That is Deja.
Oh my god, he got one shot.
Backside, they find Papatuti though. That is a great trade. Divine Llama, a huge arena holding them in place. Duffy pops the BKB. Yule Scepter's coming out on the Wraith King. He's gonna come down. Gotta find a target here that he can stick on. And this one, it looks like it's gonna be P1 Ego just standing his ground, but you don't win these battles, sir. Jumping forward, Wraithfire Blast available. Ego will rage dodge that one, and
I think you need to walk away.
Divine Llama in a really bad spot. He gets the blink though last second. Snowball over to 1437. He's got no leaps left, but might still be able to make it out. Oh, baby. Backside of the fight, they find P1 Yuma. Can he get the kill?
Man.
He's able to survive just barely with the Yules. They get the first kill of the Wraith King. 1437 did barely survive, but Yuma, he's trying so dang hard to carry these guys. They managed to take down the Death Prophet, but Yuma going down here is a disaster. Spear out onto P1, able to just barely survive once again. Oh man, D2 Hustlers sticking around. Just wait, Papa Tootie's in.
On the back line.
Divine Llama, is he out? Deafening Blast, unable to connect really on the Grimstroke. Nice Ice Wall though. Snowball, oh my god, Papa Tootie cannot die. They take down Grim, but he's in so much trouble that Ghost Walk not gonna matter. Ultra kill for Ego. Oh no.
There was some odd moments in that team fight. The Spear not quite connecting P1 with that tree there. I think maybe it's a little bit too far away. It looked almost like it fell short. But great pick off there on the backline, managing to grab P1 there with that tornado. I am surprised that Ego managed to have the damage to bring down this Wraith King twice, especially given the very bad start to that one.
Yeah, I think this matchup does scale more favorably for the Lifestealer as it goes farther. This AC is a really big pickup for him too, right? Because, you know, the Wraith King might have an AC of his own, but he doesn't really have high enough armor where this AC is doing a lot, especially when you combine it against the AC of your own.
They're going for him. Stun into Arrow. They got the cookie as well. Oh my god.
You hate to see it.
I mean, unless you're a D2 Hustlers fan, because now you get Roshan, baby. Oh, they don't check it. All right, they don't get Roshan.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they don't make it in there, right? Like
Okay.
60 seconds? Yeah, they got it. They got it.
That's you lose Roshan off the back of that team fight that you just barely managed to win as well. 3 lives in the Wraith King, potentially give that to somebody else. I think it's going to make it too hard to win these team fights.
So who do you give the shard to? Do you give this one to, I'd probably give it to Mars, right? The double spear?
Double spear is good, but the Wraith King might just take it for himself.
Everything on the deck currently?
Oh, no.
Papa Tootie's going to take it for the triple Chaos Meteor.
Please no, Papa Tootie. This is not the one you want. Like, these meatballs are flying at 90-degree angles. I'm telling you.
It's got to be.
It is a lot of
typical Invoker player takes
so
it.
Here's the thing though, if you do get a multi-man arena, it is gonna just add a lot more damage to the arena, regardless. You're right, like.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely, yeah. It adds a lot more AoE damage. My worry is that the main targets you really want to arena are gonna have BKBs, right? Like, you need to do a good job of kiting out the BKBs so you can truly find a nice meatball combo on people.
Yeah, I would have liked the double spear as well. I feel like it's one of those Aghanim shards that's so crucial to this kid.
It's a lot of magic damage that they're doing. Let's do
Nice force staff. That is a scary man running at you with Inkswell. But Rage on cooldown means Yuma has the green light to go back up. Oh, quick blink.
P1 eating these arrows. He's been on point here in 1437. The man knows his Marana.
Absolutely.
You play any pubs with him recently, Sammy?
I don't think so, actually. I think I've played once or twice. He sometimes messages me to queue in the middle of the day. I don't know if you but no, not that often.
Raid King reincarnation down. What a snowball dodge. But the arrow again on the backside finds the Grimstroke. All right, taking a lot of damage there. Q gonna be the first to fall. Dude, the meteor almost kills Grim. Oh my goodness. The Sunstrike, not on the mark. He's gonna make it out. All right, the shard would have been worth it if that meteor just got a free Grimstroke kill, because he wasn't even throwing it at the Grimstroke, but he soaked the entire thing. All right, tier 3 is down. Can they get anything more with this, though, is the question. They still have the Aegis on the Invoker. They've got the Cheese on Yuma. Reincarnation off cooldown in 3 seconds. 1. He's going to be back. Nice spear set up. The cookie out, but Ego, what? Just still alive for the time being. Wraith King now on the run, trying to get away. Does have the... Well, I don't know what I just
cheese off, but they're going to keep going. Ego, they're slowed by the wall. Everyone's inside the wall. The Cataclysm!
It hits 3! Much damage! No buyback on that Lifestealer either. Oh my goodness. They just wipe PSG.
Is that game? There's no
buyback.
That's gotta be it. They have no buybacks, and you've got all the minus armor in the world for these towers.
Are they going for Throne or are they taking Megas? I respect the Megas play. Sorry, you don't know if they don't have buybacks at this point, right?
But they really don't.
I mean, it don't even matter. Like, they can get Megas and Throne.
No one on Radiant can defend Megas anyway, so the game will win itself.
Yeah. They simply don't have the heroes for it. You got Maelstrom and that's it. I mean, if you'd stall that for a little bit longer, you get this bash on the lifesteal, you might be able to stand your ground and fight the Wraith King, but as is, very little you can do, and that's it.
They got P1.
Had enough.
The tip finally comes out from D2 Hustlers.
Get him with the very nice, too. Get him with the tip and the very nice. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely insane. D2 Hustlers, they managed to cinch that one out. Honestly, a lot of this game, it was favoring them, after these laning phase end, but that kill off on the lifestealer, very important, allowed them to get that Roshan, and then just barely surviving getting blown up Wraith King. I think he had less than 200 HP when he popped that cheese.
yeah, very close. That fight could have gone very differently. And, they were still up around 10k at that point, so the game was pretty fully in their control. But definitely could have gone either way in the early stages of the game. I thought the Pecado's lanes were really solid. They just didn't transition those lanes, especially after they got the first Aegis. They really should have been trying to use this lifestealer to do more bodying on the map for them so that, some of these weaker heroes could maybe farm back camps and farm safer farm and take some more map control.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a really fun game to watch. I'm super excited because we can go to game 3 now. So this is like the ultimate dream. Like these two teams have shown, why they're at the top of the lower division here. And like game 1, incredible game. Game 2, this one seemed a little bit more favored towards D2 Hustlers. Like they pretty much had a game plan from the start, it seemed. I don't know. What do you guys think? What should we expect potentially from game 3 here?
God, I want to see P1 on the puck again. We'll have to see. I think he couldn't do as much on the Void Spirit that game. He couldn't find the pickoffs. They're playing very tight on D2 Hustlers. I don't know if you ban out the Mirana. 1437 is definitely very good on it, but there's a lot they have to worry about here. I don't think you want to give up Devi, Llamas, Magnus either.
It's difficult.
Sammy, what do you think, man?
I think that Pecado Squad are going to look at this game and say, we had really strong lanes. We set ourselves up for success, but we're just not executing in the mid game. And that's all it comes down to, right? I think D2 Hustlers, historically throughout this tournament, have done a really good job of actually finding that mid game execution. They might not have the strongest laners. They might not have the, best individually mechanically skilled players, but they do a really good job of, playing out their mid game and figuring out what timings they need to hit and building items that will enable each other. This Wraith King's build was the perfect build. I was initially doubting the Deso, but it ended up being really good. It really abused the fact that this Lifestealer didn't go for an armor item early and absolutely snowballed the game with this armlet Deso. So I think both teams are going to look back at the games and say, we have a really decent shot at winning the next one. It's just about if we can actually play our game, right? And whichever team plays their game better is probably the one that's going to come out on top.
Nice. I love to see that, man. That's that means it's just like a feeling of like two very evenly matched teams, which is like really
absolutely
fun to watch. So we're gonna be going to game 3 here in just a moment, everyone. Before we do, big shout out to our sponsor XPG. We thank you guys so much. For those of you who are tuning in, if you're just now hearing about them, definitely should check them out. Don't get ganked by your PC. Grab the XPG Xenia Gunmetal gaming notebook. It's a sick computer. Neph, if you were to get one of these gaming notebooks, what's the first thing you would do?
I would sit on my couch in the living room. I would pet my cat, Bogdan. Shout out to the Bog, by the way. Most wonderful cat in the world. I would not leave. I would do everything other than my casting from that laptop. I could analyze all sorts of games. I'd be simply too powerful. As Sammyboy said, I could explore my mansion or, maybe park my Lamborghini somewhere on the side of the street and just...
I'm just saying, I think if you got a laptop that good, you might be a pro player, Neff. Like you might be able to do it. It might help you out.
That's the edge.
Back.
That's the edge.
Yeah. You really need that edge. Once you get there, I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. All right, everyone. We'll see you in game 3 here of PSG versus D2 Hustlers. Stay tuned.